This summer, I went on a cruise and wore my hair in a Fro-Hawk, which was both cute and classy. It worked equally well for carefree days as well as those formal evenings. I got a lot of great use out of this style, wearing it up some days and down on others. I got a number of requests on a tutorial for this style so people could see how to recreate it, and I'm happy to do that for you. So if you'd like to see how to get a great Fro-Hawk that you can wear for many different occasions, just keep watching. I started out on freshly watched hair, which I parted into three major sections. The two side sections are the sections that will have flat twists in them going up, and the top section is subdivided into three smaller sections for easy twisting later. I parted the hair just above the back of the ear, going upward, and then flat twisted the front section of the hair in about 5 twists. Now there are plenty of tutorials on YouTube on how to flat twist. I am not a fantastic flat twister, but I get by. If you want to check out tutorials on flat twisting, I recommend looking into Shari J or Fusion of Cultures, both of whom are excellent flat twisters here on YouTube. After twisting those sections, it was late at night and I still had the two back sections left, but I was sleepy. So I went to bed and then started fresh again in the morning. Wait, I forgot to tell you that the night before I did decide to go ahead and individually twist the middle section, just the very front part of it. So there you can see that front middle section that I've done in individual 2-strand twists. Those are not flat twisted, they're just really simple 2-strand twists. I have pretty thin, fine hair, so I made about, I'd say 6 or 7 twists there in the front, and they're not going to be super thick and juicy, but that's okay. If you know the density of your own hair, you can create a style that makes it look full. That's why it's important to know if you have thick hair or thin hair so that you can make the right size twists in order to add volume to your styles. So I started working on the back two side sections of hair. First making sure to part as neatly as possible. I'm not great at it. Then adding a little bit of Shea Moisture Curl and Style Milk, as well as a little bit of water because it had gotten dry overnight. Just as a tip, if you have to refresh with water, make sure to get the length of the hair. Get in those roots as well as the tips. So after a little finger detangling, I started flat twisting the hair upward, going toward the center because that was the direction that the Fro-Hawk would go in. I just wanted to show you a little bit of the length there. That shrinkage is real. I flat twist by taking really, really tiny sections and slowly working my way up. The sections shouldn't get a whole lot bigger as you work upward. Once I get to the end of the flat part, the part that's attached to the scalp, I braid for about an inch, and then I start twisting again, all the way down to the end, where I'll twirl it and add product. So I flat twisted the back of the hair in an upward pattern toward the center, and then it was time to start the middle section. Of course, I used my trusty Shea Moisture Curl and Style Milk. I wanted to make sure that each section was divided evenly so that when I made the twists, I wouldn't have any hair on the end that was longer than the other section. I continued this process throughout the entire top section of my hair, spritzing, adding curl and style milk, and then 2-strand twisting. And eventually moving to the center back section and 2-strand twisting that part as well. The center section of the hair is where the hawk is, so that I wanted to make sure to have full of nice individual 2-strand twists that I could style in any way I wanted or separate them when the time came. So here are my flat twists on either side. The center section has a lot of nice small individual 2-strand twists that I would pin up sometimes, wear loose at other times. And toward the end of the style, I separated them so that they would make a nice big full hawk in the center. Just to give you an idea of what the back of the style looks like, you could wear it down just like this if you wanted without a whole lot of extra work, and it would look perfectly fine. I did that for a few days and then opted to put flowers in it and put pins in it at other times. Now I figured that you'd probably want to see some of the styles I came up with this basic Fro-Hawk. In the interest of full disclosure, I have to tell you that the styles you're going to see are from after this Fro-Hawk was about a week old or so onward. But that's okay because it was still really cute. Now there was a little bit of hair that I missed, but you know what? You can just tuck it in and it'll be okay. That's what I did. So what I wanted you to see here was that even though this style was about a week old, the twists were still pretty fresh and I was still getting a lot of life out of it. This Fro-Hawk transitioned really easily into a nice evening do if you wanted to pin it up and wear it with a gown or for an outing. You can see here that I'm just practicing and playing with it, but it really makes for a very nice and elegant updo as well as a nice casual look. This day though, I just opted to wear it down and throw a flower in it and call it a day. For the third week, I decided to separate the twists and to wear it really full and fluffed out in the center. I achieved this by using the same technique that I would to fluff a regular twist out, and that was just to untwist each section. Of course, I had braids at the top, so I had to untwist the braids on the top of the flat twists, and then just find natural separations and fluff them out. Because I have thin, somewhat fine hair, I use the pick and go in and kind of tease the sections a bit and fluff and pull down at the same time. If you'd like to see a video that shows my fluffing technique in more detail, check out my braid out video, in which I go into detail talking about how I fluff a braid out or twist out in order to get a really full look. You'll notice that I leave the front twists intact in order to maintain some definition up there. I discovered this really rebellious gray hair that just was not doing what I needed, but that's funny. It added a little bit of personality to the style. I also separated the twists next to that front twist, but then don't fluff those twists, and that adds another layer of definition. So some of the front twists are not separated. Some of them are separated but are not fluffed. What kind of friend would I be if I did not tell you how I maintained this style at night for a good 3 weeks? So I would take the hair and pull it into about 5 or 6 really chunky twists, twist it up at night and throw on a headscarf and call it a night. Oh, and thank you for appreciating my Hello Kitty onesie with me. I know it's pretty fantastic. We can't all be fabulous, but you know. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you try the Fro-Hawk, please let me know, make a video or post pictures. Don't forget to comment, thumbs up this video, and please subscribe if you haven't already, okay? Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.